What's wrong? You okay?
No, I'm okay. I feel bad that I was late because you specifically requested that we start early, and I just was like, doi, and I got here a little earlier than normal time, but still later.
I would have been worried if you showed up
drunk
early and you weren't doing. I would have said, there's something wrong with Ben. He's not doing.
Yeah. Well, a lot of shit's going on
glad
this week.
To see your just back to your normal self.
Yeah, back to my normal self. The new Volvo's treating me well. There was a Volvo just like it behind me on the drive. It was these two women with shaved heads, and I turned around and I waved. Who are you calling? Ghostbusters?
Hey, Grandma? Yeah, can you come pick me up? He's talking about the Volvo again. Yeah, no, I mean, it's been like 3 weeks in a row. Yeah, he talked about it on 8 Ball too.
This guy's calling his grandma?
Hey, he won't shut up.
She answered the phone real fast. Also, this guy's got his grandma's phone number memorized.
Okay, just call me when you're outside. Okay, thanks. What were you saying?
Who is that? So you're getting picked up?
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, I turned around and I waved, and they gave me a wave. It's a whole thing, dude.
Oh.
I already got complimented. This old man stopped me at the grocery store and told me how beautiful it was. An old man in a Tesla. Who are you calling now?
What?
You just dialed like 5555.
No, I didn't. Hey, Dad, have you heard from Grandma? She leave yet? No, because he's still talking about it. Okay. Right,
so anyway, this old man in a Tesla on the freeway like gave me a wave and said, "Wow." He like mimed with his mouth, "Wow, that's nice." And I said, "Thank you." I pointed and I gave him a thumbs up, and then I crashed into him, drove him off the road. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so my car's totaled.
That was short-lived.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank God I just got it insured.
Apple shares are just getting hammered this morning. Every day they're pounding it. I'm not fucking leaving. Surprise.
What was that? What just that?
What? It's just for the audio listener, I just picked some schmutz out of my ear as if Emil never does that.
I actually clean my ears once a week now because of you.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about right. I do it with the Q-tips. Man, how great would it be to invent a brand that becomes the name of the thing? Kleenex. Yeah. Anyway, hey, Glenn. Everybody, there's a disclaimer. You got to check it. It's in the description box. You got to click the more button to expand it and read that.
I've been thinking a lot about the first guy who stacked the washer and dryer.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
That specifically? Really?
What a legend.
Yeah. My little brother likes to text me ideas that he's got for inventions, and I always have to rain on his parade because a cursory Google search usually shows that it either exists or has been tried or whatever.
Or tried and failed.
So he texted me, he goes, "Hey, what about a washer and dryer all in one?" And I'm even stupid.
Don't those exist?
Yes.
Yeah.
They absolutely exist.
Yeah.
I said, "Nate, I'm sorry, but this exists." Oh, dang it.
But the stacking
is
Who was the guy who said, put these on top of each other? You're wasting so much space.
It was Willie B. Stack.
Willie B. Stacks.
Yeah.
We'll all be stacked.
That's exactly right. Hey, do you see this first headline about people getting paid?
Oh, yeah. So this I wanted to show you. Did you see
We got to find some people.
I know. So, okay. And this article is kind of saying that it's unethical. And so basically,
shut up.
Podcast guests are paying up to $50,000 to appear on popular shows. And they're calling it payola because, you don't know that you're basically getting paid content. And I'd just like to say, if you would like to come on the show and you have $50,000 laying around,
we'll do it for 15,
yeah,
20 grand.
We have no qualms.
You got some dog shit company to promote? We'll promote it,
Yeah.
but we'll wink and nod to the audience that like, hey, you guys, we're just doing this for the payola. All those all those business people who were sliding in our DMs for the longest
what are
time.
we doing? Why don't they offer money?
Well, maybe that's seriously, lead with that. You're supposed to be good at business.
They're like, I've helped over 10,000 people, and it's like, How much are you going to give us?
Oh, you've helped over 10,000 people? Name them all.
Yeah, why don't you help over 2 people?
Yeah, help 2 people.
Me and Ben.
Yeah, give us money. Yeah, go pay for play podcasting.
Look, all we want is some pay, and we'll give you a little play.
Yeah, hell, we'll pay you to come on and play with us. Wait,
Yes.
no, wrong. That's the wrong way.
But we would do that.
Oops. Yeah, we would. Knowing us, we would accidentally be like, okay, here you go. Thanks for coming on. Wait,
Shit.
what's that stack of cash right there? Did someone pay you? How come I didn't get any money?
Oh, we do have a guest coming later, and
Oh,
yeah,
cool. Okay, so I'll
Or
probably get
maybe-
mine later then.
maybe.
That's not for both of us, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, so just making sure.
Okay.
So I'll get my own $10,000.
Yep.
Oh boy, what's going on? We got a lot to cover.
Wait. I want you to I want you to tell me about HKD because this is this is the big story. Everyone's talking about it.
You're not going to acknowledge what I just did? Because even I'm like, that was fucking weird.
Tell me about HKD.
Okay. Well, so if you are at all following the stock market, you've probably seen headlines about this company called HKD. The ticker symbol is HKD. Probably stands for Hong. Yeah.
My Twitter was blowing up. Everyone was talking about the next AMC or GME.
GameStop. Yeah.
The next this will make Wall Street bettors cry and shit their pants.
Yeah. Well, it I don't know who it made. I don't know anybody who made money on this thing, but basically HKD is a brand new Hong Kong-based IPO. They were trying to raised 100
And they only IPO'd like 2 weeks ago. Right?
yeah,
probably.
like 2 or 3 weeks ago. They raised $125 million and quote, they provide investment banking and asset management services to clients. Straightforward enough. I think
Sure.
it's kind of like it's a fintech play, but they have a parent company. So the name of the company is AMTD Digital, and they're based out of Hong Kong, like I said. But there's also, so AMTD Digital also has its own ticker symbol, AMTD.
Right.
And I got lucky. I bought it at like $2 and I flipped some to 10 and I woke up and was like, whoa, this is cool.
Did that one also just IPO?
No, that
Okay.
one's been around.
Okay.
But HKD IPO'd and it went from about $15 per share to I think a height of like $2,500 per share.
Jesus.
But here's the catch. Like it was so illiquid. It was not the spread between the bid and the ask, the bid being the lowest price anyone's willing to pay and the ask being the lowest anyone's willing to sell, or the highest someone's willing to bid, to pay, and the lowest someone's willing to sell. And usually you want to see the spread between those two be like a penny or a buck, depending on how much the stock is. But
What was the spread here?
the spread here was like $200-$300.
Okay.
So like the highest bid was like, $2,000. And then the lowest ask was $2,200. And that sucks. That's super illiquid.
Okay, so why was this happening?
Nobody really knows.
Right. That's
It's
what I
super
find
sketchy.
The oddest.
Obviously, it's what they call a low float play. You know what a float is, right?
Tell me.
So the float is how many shares are freely tradable that are floating, so to speak.
Okay.
Like, so with something like this, the float was probably, I don't even know. The float might have been 500. It's probably out by now, but the float was probably 500,000 shares, 1 million shares. And when there's only that many shares, it's very easy for it to just go to high heaven because low supply, high demand combined is like fireworks. But it was also, this thing went up. That's why I'm speculating that it's super low float, because it went up on super low volume. Volume being how many shares are getting traded and churned and stuff. Okay.
Well, I was going to say it's just so odd because I've been looking into it, and they even talked to the company, and the company said, to our knowledge, there are no material circumstances, events, nor other matters relating to our company's business and operating activity since the IPO date.
Yeah.
So they're just like, we don't know why this fucking happened.
That happens a lot. Whenever a stock sometimes when a stock goes absolutely crazy, the company will oftentimes come out and say, we don't really know, nothing has materially changed we don't know why this is happening, but it's great.
And I don't think you said this, but I think briefly it was like the 11th or 13th largest
stock.
company for
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
It was sporting a market cap of $425 billion.
Right. So, I mean, it was bigger than, it beat out Costco,
Walmart.
Shell, Exxon.
Yeah. And it only has $25 million in revenue. So it's just it's a fucking joke. And it's an I think it's an embarrassment to the United States stock market that, like, in Hong Kong, this AMTD company is known. They've got a reputation for being super sketchy. But hey, if you got the money to list here and you satisfy the basic requirements, yeah, we'll take your money. We'll take your listing fees. We'll list your stock, no problem. Like, give me a fucking break.
Right.
Where's the not regulation, but this is the problem with doing this early in the morning is my brain not fully on.
Right.
So vocabulary limited.
So it seems like it's obviously going to go back down pretty quickly. So should we all be shorting HKD or what?
That's a great question. Shorting a stock like this is next to impossible.
Why is that?
Okay, so first of all, there's no options traded on this thing. So if you wanted to buy put options, for example, you're shit out of luck because there's no options market for it yet. Second, so this is a stock that's it's called hard to borrow, and because shorting, as you remember, is borrowing shares, selling them first, and then buying them back to close out the trade. Well, HKD was really hard to borrow, meaning not a whole lot of brokerages had shares available to borrow to short it. Fine. So what you do in that situation, a trader like me, you try to locate shares. So there's like a specific thing in my little trade terminal where I go to the short locate window. And
Have you tried?
Yes. So I tried yesterday, or 2 days ago, 3 days ago for you guys.
Because you actually wanted to short it?
I did. I was like, okay, this is, because by then, on Tuesday, everybody was talking about how, like, everybody started to kind of do their own research, and then on FinTwit, on finance Twitter, it was just, yeah, this is a total scam. It's bullshit. Nobody really knows why it's up, and it's gonna come back down to earth. Like, This is ridiculous. So I pull up my thing to locate shares, and the minimum that I was able to locate was 100 shares. And I thought, all right, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do that. The borrow cost. So with a high-risk stock like this, the brokerage to sort of cover their own ass, because this is a stock that would bankrupt you. If you get caught short and it squeezes on you, you could be so fucked. And if you don't have the assets to cover, the brokerage is also on the line.
Right.
Or on the hook.
Why? Because they think it could shoot up even more?
You just never know.
I guess.
Well, because then it could also get halted. It could get halted for a month.
Right.
And so the borrow cost for 100 shares was like $7,300.
Damn.
That's how much I would have to pay just for the privilege of borrowing those shares.
Right.
And if it gets halted, that's $7,300 every day until it opens. At which point, yeah, it would likely open down 80%, and then I would clean up. But still, it's just it's so risky. You just never know what's going to happen.
Do it.
So, well, and at my firm, I'm capped at a $500 borrow rate. Wow. So it was way beyond the scope of what the parameters of my risk stuff. But so I even emailed my risk manager guy, this guy Derek. I traded a place called T3, by the way. I don't know if I've ever really talked about it.
I think you've talked about it a little
T3, yeah, they're great.
Because we've had Glenn on.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah. But so I had my risk manager guy, Derek, and I emailed him and said, "Hey, I want to short HKD. Can I get my
Oh, damn, you really wanted
thing?"
to do this.
Yeah, I was curious. I'm like, can I? Because I could locate the 100 shares, but I was maybe only going to actually short 50. And he goes, "Why would you want to do that? The spread is like $200, and the borrow cost is like over $7,000."
And you were like, "Derek, shut the fuck up."
I said, "Derek, shut up for a minute, and can you please just let me do my thing?"
Shut the fuck up.
No, but because I was like, man, I got to short this fucking thing, man. I was like on Beetlejuice mode, just like, "Hey, babes, come on, man." And he talked some sense into me very easily. I just rolled over or folded like a cheap suit, as they say.
I've never heard that, but
You've never heard that expression? Folded like a cheap suit?
Folded like a cheap suit.
Huh. Hey guys, we want to take a quick break to thank another sponsor of today's episode, Shopify. It's the sound of another sale on Shopify, the all-in-one commerce platform to start, run, and grow your business. Shopify is a platform designed for anyone to sell anywhere, giving entrepreneurs like myself the resources once reserved for big business, customized for my needs with a great-looking online store that brings my idea to life, and tools to manage my day-to-day and drive sales.
Making your idea real opens endless possibilities. It's a journey, but that's the beauty of entrepreneurship. I love how Shopify makes it easy for anyone to successfully run their own business. Shopify powers millions of entrepreneurs just like me, from first sale to full scale. And every 28 seconds, a small business owner makes their first sale on Shopify.
Get started by building and customizing your online store with no coding or design experience. Access powerful tools to help you find customers, drive sales, and manage your day-to-day. Gain knowledge and confidence with extensive resources to help you succeed. Plus, with 24/7 support, you're never alone. More than a store, Shopify grows with you.
This is Possibility, powered by Shopify. Go to shopify.com/trill, all lowercase, for a free 14-day trial and get full access to Shopify's entire suite of features. Start selling on Shopify today. Go to shopify.com/trill right now. Shopify.com/trill.
So anyway, Derek talked me out of it. I didn't do it. It dropped. I think, can we see what it's at today? I think it's probably down to like $800. $570.
Holy shit.
Holy
Yesterday
shit.
it was at like 1100.
Babu. Yeah. How much is it down just today if you hit the 1 day? 50%. Fuck!
Derek, you piece of shit. No, call Derek right now.
Derek could kick my ass. Derek is like a jiu-jitsu champion.
I don't care. He just lost me lunch money.
Well, that was the thing. I was like, because that's also the thing. You short it, but then if the stock spikes 20%, you're getting a margin call. That's like 20% or so. I don't really short that often straight up stock. I usually buy puts, but if it were to jump, if one dipshit out there were to slap the ask and have the price go up to that level.
Could Wall Street bettors start fucking with it? Or is this...
Yeah, but you'd be fucking stupid too. Like, there was one guy who bought, I think he posted on Wall Street Bets saying that he bought it at the top, and now he's down because he was hoping for a double. You fucking moron.
But there was a lot of weird... I was on Reddit, and I saw a Wall Street Bet. They were kind of shitting all over it. They were like, this isn't what we're about. This is a Chinese scam.
Damn. Well, I mean, good for them.
And I guess I think because now the guy who started Wall Street Bets, I guess, goes on to mainstream media outlets.
He's no longer really associated with it. He
I think they get
they get pissed at him.
I think they're like, we don't fuck with traditional media.
Yeah,
we're bigger than that.
So AMTD though, this guy, I think so. We've talked about Citron on the show, who is a famous short seller. There are these famous short selling groups whose entire MO is researching companies, compiling just all sorts of damning.
Are they the ones who like basically blew up during GameStop? And then basically kind of like bowed out of the whole... Or who was that?
That was Citron. Citron said that they were no longer going to be like openly... publicly shorting stuff. But there's Citron, there's Muddy Waters, there's another one called Hindenburg Research, but this guy... What? These are just like...
Is that a joke?
No.
Hindenburg?
Yeah, no. Because Hindenburg crashed and burned.
Yeah.
You know, famously.
They're making a joke.
I don't know if they're making a joke by naming themselves that. They're just referencing a disaster. That would be like in 50 years calling your research company 9/11 Research, you know? But so anyway.
But it's got to be somewhat tongue-in-cheek.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
It's called Hindenburg.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're like, I don't know if they're making... Imagine walking... 50 years from now, you're walking into my 9/11 research group and someone's like... This is like kind of a joke, right? You're like, no.
Well, I just wouldn't go as far.
9/11 research group.
I wouldn't say it's calling it a joke because then that implies that they're just fucking around and like, hey, we're Hindenburg. No,
they're making a joke though.
Okay, sure, they're making a joke.
We're getting caught up on semantics here.
One of the guys from Hindenburg, I believe it was Hindenburg, pointed out that
which is famously a joke name.
Pointed out that AMTD has a past. If you click the link there, AMTD is sketchy, and every IPO they've underwritten has collapsed. Yeah, and this this guy's @ is Clarity Toast. Every IPO we could find that was underwritten by AMTD has collapsed. Its new issues have regularly been accused of serious fraud. In several instances, IPO proceeds were routed back to AMTD through suspicious bond deals. So here are some of the ticker symbols that they have taken public.
Shit.
Man, I remember Tiger.
I got my money
at the bottom.
I got my money tied up in a lot of these. I'm just seeing this for the first time.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, HKIB is only down 1.3% since
thank
IPO.
God.
QFIN is only down 15%.
Okay, but I don't have any of those. I'm more in WEI.
Yeah,
and
98%.
I got a lot in Moho.
Moho is down 98%. Sorry about that, dude. Duo is down 81%. Lizzie down 90%. Yeah, so it looks pretty bad. If you go, what's the first tweet in this thread? Yeah, it's Yeah, the company is 88.7% owned by AMTD, a sketchy Hong Kong-based underwriter that Hindenburg. Yeah, it is Hindenburg. If you scroll down, let's see what other tweets he had said. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, so yeah, here we go. They've been repeatedly accused of serious fraud domestically in Hong Kong. And then, like he said, as is all too common, the firm has found a welcome home in the U.S. where it continues to list absolute trash on our, quote, premier exchanges. So here's this guy, Calvin Choi.
So it looks like this is an ad on a street somewhere in Hong Kong, maybe?
Yeah. Accusing Calvin Choi of defaulting on his debts.
And the banner reads, Calvin Choi, father and son, worked together to steal massive amount of capital from stock investors. Ironclad evidence shows Calvin Choi scammed my money. Investors lost everything. U.S. listed HKIB, Singapore listed HKB, stock fraud. Please confess to Securities and Futures Commission, an independent commission against corruption.
Wow. Yeah, look at that. That is the chairman.
Hey, we got to teach these guys about word economy. I'm not going to stop and read that. You know what I'm saying? Just say like liar or something.
So who the fuck knows?
It's like those guys on the street in New York who are like, they've got like something they need you to see. And it's this sign
paragraph
with like, tiny writing. And it's like, the CIA scrambled my brain and now they're taking my dog to the... Wait, but so is this something that could continue to happen? Is this something that could keep happening?
Yeah, absolutely. Shit like this happens regularly. There will be one stock that just goes further than anybody thought it could. I wish I had ticker symbols at the ready to give you, because there were a few that I even played.
Do people eventually figure out why?
Well, it's usually a combination of shorts getting squeezed because they step in too early to try to short it. And then it just, fucking takes off. Sometimes it happens over a longer period of time, like NEO went from $2.
Is that the car company?
That is the Chinese EV manufacturer. It went from like $2, and it took months, but then it finally got up to like 5, and then it got up to like 10, and then it just fucking broke out for like 2 months. It just made its way up to, I want to say $70 or something like that. So...
But that seems like nothing compared to this.
Yeah, there you go.
After 2 weeks of just...
Yeah, look at that. It's squeezed in 2020. I mean, everything squeezed in 2020. But,
right.
Yeah, so it happens, and then usually what you get is pumpers and Wall Street Bets types, trying to find similar tickers and then banding together and buying them, so that it gives the impression that there's sudden buying volume, and then so their hope is that everybody else thinks, oh, this is the next HKD. This is the next whichever one. And that can happen, but just, I would say, be careful if you're doing that, because if you're trying to chase, because sometimes they do run in like sectors. So like if you get, for example, some random solar stock that goes nuts, that's a low float solar stock, people will start to look for other low float solar stocks that might have a similar...
Everyone's chasing the next one.
Everybody's chasing the next one. Absolutely. It happens. So, yeah, other low floaters, low float squeezy stocks like that happens regularly. It's just a matter of getting lucky enough to catch one. There was
Is that a technical term? Low float squeezy stocks?
yeah, that's the official
Come on down for low float squeezy stocks.
Wait, come on down to what's the firm's name? Come on down to 911 Security.
Come on down. We're down here at 911 Research. We got low float squeezy stocks.
911 Securities is the only. Wait. There was this car dealership in Long Beach.
No relation to that 911, but come on down to 911 squeezy stocks.
There was this guy named Cal Worthington. He had Worthington Ford in Long Beach. And he used to have these commercials. He would wear a cowboy hat and the music. Dun, 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 dun. I was trying to do that. Come on down to 911 Stocks where we got, stock. We got low float. We got squeezy stock. We got call option stocks. Or that's
Low
not
float,
even a thing.
The lowest, floatiest, squeeziest stocks you ever seen.
We got floats as low as 500,000, 200,000, 100,000.
100,000
shares. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Cal Worthington. Ooh, 1984. That's the year of my Volvo. There he is.
Look at, are you kidding me?
He's the greatest one by far.
He was like the OG.
Dude, the fucking 1970s,
Oh, just
man. This rocks
scrubs through the
so
middle of
hard.
this. He was really cool.
I don't know if I'd say cool, but
Yep, 405. Come on down off the 405 at Bellflower Boulevard.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of him. I want to hear this guy.
Brand new car or truck for about half price. Well, friends, let me tell you something. There's a law in California that says if you register a car and drive it on...
Amazing. Friends, let me tell you something.
Hey everyone, we want to take a quick break to thank a sponsor of today's episode, Stitch Fix.
Shopping for clothes can be daunting. You never know if things will fit, returns are difficult, and sometimes you don't even know where to start. This season, let Stitch Fix do all the hard work. Look, me and Ben, we've both been talking about this lately. We're tall, we're long, we're like pants never fit right. We hate it. We don't know what to do. Stitch Fix makes it easy, all right? I took their quiz. I received clothes that match my style, nice button-ups, slick jeans. Perfect for a night out when I travel. My Stitch Fix stylist really hooked me up.
That's right, Emil. It's easy and fun to get started. First, take a few minutes to set up your Stitch Fix style profile. Answer a few questions about what you like to wear, what you don't, and how open you are to trying new styles. Then, Stitch Fix's expert stylists will go to work finding items exclusively for you. Every piece is handpicked for you and is unique to your size, style, and in your budget, making it the best way to discover clothes that make you look and feel your best.
Stitch Fix will send you 5 pieces to try on at home. Keep what you love and send back what you don't. Shipping, returns, and exchanges are easy and free. Plus, there's no subscription required. Try once or set up automatic deliveries. There are no hidden fees ever.
Get the season's latest pieces for women, men, and kids. Sign up today at stitchfix.com/trill to get $20 off your first purchase. That's stitchfix.com/trill to get $20 off your first purchase. Limited time offer, purchase within 2 days of sign up.
Dude, they don't make them like that anymore,
They
man.
really
Just like
don't.
a slick
used
car dealer.
Look up Crazy Gideon real fast. There was this
Ooh-wee.
guy who also was local. He had these commercials. I'm Crazy Gideon. I sell you the electronics. He's an electronics guy. And
Was this Long Beach?
I think it was Long Beach or Hawaiian Gardens or something. Yeah.
Fuck yes, dude.
Catch them deep and sell them cheap. If you don't buy from me, report to the money.
Fuck yes, dude.
Have a little Sevelos.
Yes, dude. This guy rocks.
I love you. Wow.
Dude, this is what people don't realize.
Crazy
We may be crazy, but we're not stupid.
Oh yeah, well,
This is what
it
we
was
lost
in LA.
when this is what we've lost with all of the monopolization and consolidation of everything. You
Yeah.
used to have
Crazy Gideon.
just insane small businesses.
Used to have Armenian immigrants who found the American dream with electronic stores. How
And now
many
you
views
just-
did that have?
Now you just get,
All right, that's how you know it's good when it's got less than 100,000.
and now you
views.
just get Best Buy,
Yeah.
and you got to talk to some high school kid on summer break who doesn't want to be
It's
there.
all right, dude. I used to scam.
You're like, is this a good speaker?
When I was a kid, I would scam. It was, I think at the time, Circuit City or the Wow store it was called.
Did you guys have The Wiz? Nobody beats The Wiz.
No. but I've heard of that.
Yeah.
So I used to love buying the Sony Walkman, the CD player.
You used to love buying it? How many times would you buy it?
Well, so I would buy one. I bought one, and I bought the 1 year warranty that covered everything. And the warranty was like $50 or whatever. And I read the warranty, and it said if it stops working for any reason. So I would wait till the newer, flashier
so you
model.
were just always a little freak, reading fine print.
Let me tell you what I did. So I would wait until the new model would come out, and then I would just take a knife and scratch the laser
Jesus.
eye thing on the thing, and then I would go into the store and say, my CD player stopped working. Here's my warranty. And then they would naturally say they can't. The warranty dictates that they can't give me a lesser version. They have to give me the better version. So then they would give me the new nice one. And then
check the warranty, sir. Hey, Crazy Gideon, you're gonna want to go ahead and read
oh,
that
you
back
never
there.
do it to an independent store like
No,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, then I did it. I think I did it 2 more times. But then the joke was on me because I upgraded to a mini disc player. And then those just became obsolete.
Yeah, you were scratching them, and they were like, "Sir, we don't make another model."
I think
It's funny because they weren't like iPhones, where the upgrades were we moved the buttons to the side.
No, they were tight. They had these little remote controls that were long
Oh,
little
yeah, you
tubes,
gotta
and
have
it
those.
felt like a
I actually do
bomb
remember that.
detonator. It was so cool.
It felt like a.
Yeah, so I'd be sitting there listening to Limp Bizkit, just going, "I'm about to blow."
Also, I just would never know when the new models drop.
Oh, every Sunday you get the color ads in the newspaper, and it would be like new Sony Walkman.
Yeah, I wasn't reading the
Oh
newspaper.
man, and Sony was they had the sexiest hardware. They were just so cool. These old Walkmans.
One time I remember.
That's why Steve Jobs loved them so much. He
You know-
wanted to emulate Sony hardware because they had really beautiful industrial designers or design. I don't know if their designers were hot. But
That's what he was going for?
yeah, he loved Sony stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. Steve Jobs.
What's that?
This is Steve Jobs, what he does on his book cover. Just gripping
Oh.
his chin in the tiniest way. One would say when you do this, you're on Steve Jobs mode. What were you going to say?
Make it look like I don't know, I forget.
Anyway.
Make it look like I'm thinking.
Hey, Crypto Corner. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep.
We skip it every week,
But we're not this time.
but not this.
But we're going to just burn through it because who gives a shit?
Honestly, it's starting to feel that way. The more it's either horrible, sad stories,
Whoa,
which
dude, that's FUD.
we'll get to that too. But
Elmer FUD.
this, I found this story of Vitalik Buterin, the founder of ETH, and calling Michael Saylor a clown very funny and Michael Saylor's like a Bitcoin maximalist, and so he basically retweets this tweet about Vitalik says, "Why do maximalists?" Oh wait, go back real quick. Why do maximalists keep picking heroes that turn out to be total clowns? And I was like, oh shit, fucking drama. I got to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I truly can't even tell. Noted cypherpunk Michael Saylor on why ETH is inherently unethical because its existence violates securities laws, which have their basis in the 10 Commandments.
What the fuck does that even mean?
And I'm like, no way I'm watching this fucking video.
And
it's
the
just
thumbnail is all 4 of these guys talking with their fucking laser.
Yeah, they
eyes.
all have laser eyes, and it's just like, God, you guys are breaking down the fucking Old Testament.
Wait, let's try to understand this. So cypherpunk, first of all, is what wannabe Neo Matrix guys
I
in the
don't even
90s
know
used to call themselves. They were cypherpunks.
That's what a cypherpunk is?
Yeah.
Michael Saylor is a noted cypherpunk?
Yeah, I mean, he was it's any individual advocating widespread use of strong cryptography and privacy-enhancing technologies. The old school internet guys were all about privacy. They were hardcore, libertarian.
Right.
Do whatever you want. The internet is going to change everything. But so, wait, what did that... Michael Saylor, is he on there? Cypherpunks, Mark Andreessen, Julian Assange, Wow, there's a lot of cypherpunks.
Damn, dude, this is what I would call noted cypherpunks.
Yeah, wow, they are certainly noted. So on why Ethereum it's inherently unethical because its existence violates securities laws And those laws have their
their ba-
basis in the Ten Commandments.
But hasn't
Christ
Michael
on the
Saylor
cross.
hasn't Michael Saylor been on the hook for like huge violations of securities laws?
I don't even know. Why? For
think-
misappropriation of funds?
Like way back in the day, like in the early 2000s.
Oh, yeah. When MicroStrategy was...
But maybe he's born again or something, and now he's like, you cannot violate the 10 Commandments.
I violate them all the time. I be coveting.
Just God bless you guys. I hope you guys will figure out whether
The 10 Commandments were actually guidelines on how to be cool. Nobody really knows this. Nobody talks about this. You're supposed to lie. You're supposed to covet. You're supposed to dishonor your parents.
I don't remember a lot of them.
You're supposed to. Okay.
Don't kill.
Thou shalt not murder.
But are you
lie.
supposed to do that one?
Well, yeah. You're supposed to kill your parents.
Right.
That's
Are you
like
supposed
we
to
got two covered wrapped in one.
Are you supposed to steal? What was Moses the one who brought him down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So lying,
So it's old-
stealing.
old-
Fuck, I don't want to look. You're not supposed. They quizzed me on this in Hebrew school. I remember. No false gods. I knew that one, but I'm just looking. All right, here you look, and I'll do it. No false gods. Ethereum totally.
Yeah. What is it? That's what's crazy. Like, how does that
Well,
have
I'm not gonna
anything to
waste
do
my
with?
time.
All right, but anyway.
You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Watch me. God damn it. I forget the Sabbath all the time. So
Yeah, crypto's having a bit of a weird moment, but the big one is we haven't really gotten to. I've been wanting to talk about this.
well, Michael Saylor also stepped down from MicroStrategy.
Did he?
Yeah, and MicroStrategy stock went up as a result,
Interesting.
which is always funny, and it's got to hurt him when you step down and then everybody basically
Yeah,
goes,
f-
whoo,
you."
good job. Great, let's get the fucking stock up.
Yeah, Vlad.
Because
Get in.
they want anybody else. Yeah, Vlad, we'll get to
We'll
you in
get
a
to
second.
you.
Friend of the
We
pod.
know he watches every week.
Yeah. No. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I did just fart in my trousers. He definitely calls pants trousers. Vlad. He was a sweet man. He's nice.
a very nice guy.
What is this anti-FUD coin?
No. But I just wanted to, because the Celsius bankruptcy proceedings have been going on for a while, and for those of you who don't know, they, for weeks when it looked like it was going bad, people who were investing in Celsius, their funds were locked. They weren't able to access them.
This is why we use Fahrenheit. Go on. Their funds were locked.
And now they're going through bankruptcy proceedings, Chapter 11, and they are customers are wondering if they'll ever either get partially made whole or fully made whole or get nothing at all. And it's absolutely heartbreaking because these customers, I think there's over 1 million of them.
Mm.
They're writing letters to the judge.
Right.
And they're so sad. Because the problem was Celsius. I mean, it was so shady. Even once they're not only going through bankruptcy proceedings, they're also being sued by one of their investment managers for
Right.
being a Ponzi scheme.
Mm.
So, I mean, I'm really curious what's going to happen there. But once they froze funds for weeks, they were still advertising, getting people trying to
No
get people to buy
way.
in. Yeah, even
And
though
were
they
people
knew,
putting money in?
Yeah, and they were getting it locked out.
Hey, gang, we want to take a quick break to thank our sponsor of today's episode, Public.com. Public is an investing app where you can invest in stocks, ETFs, and crypto with any amount of money.
What I love about Public is that it helps people become better investors.
That's
You
right.
can follow other investors and share ideas. People like Graham Steffen, Cody Ko, Shelby Church, thousands more are on the app.
I joined Public, and you can see what trends I follow if you search for my name, Ben Kahn, on the app. On Public, you can buy slices of stock, ETFs, and crypto versus full shares. Alongside thousands of stocks and ETFs, Public offers 11 crypto assets, including Bitcoin, Cardano, Ethereum, Doge, and Shiba Inu.
Plus, Public puts investors first and doesn't sell your trades to market makers like other investment apps. They route trades directly to the exchanges.
You'll get a free stock worth up from $3 to $70 when you go to public.com/trill and create an account. So get started today. Once again, make sure you go to public.com/trill to get a free stock. Click the link in the description.
So, people are talking about, Celsius continued to tell people they were better than a bank, safer, with better returns, as well as tell us that they had billions in liquid cash. They severely impacted both my financial and mental health. Some of this is really sad. Jean Savelle, who described herself as a little retired old lady living on a fixed income, said she turned to Celsius in search of a way to supplement her monthly Social Security check to stretch her dollar and record amid record levels of inflation.
I am 75 years old, a retired research scientist, and have been investing for well over 50 years.
Yeah, it's really tragic.
Yeah.
California resident Stephen Browver said he has less than $1,000 left in his Wells Fargo checking account. Now his only source of funds to provide for his family since Celsius suspended all withdrawals. There is absolutely no way that I can continue to provide without access to my assets at Celsius. This is an emergency situation. Simply to keep a roof over my head, family, and food on their table, I need that money.
I feel terribly for someone like that, but at the same time, part of my brain goes to, you were so irresponsible. You should not have put all of your eggs into this one basket. What are you thinking, dude?
Sure, but and that's the thing. They were going on and combating all of this FUD. The guy, I'm blanking on his name now. Moran Adam something.
Moran.
He would do like weekly AMAs. So can't believe that they lied to us on the weekly AMA about not trusting banks while along they were wolves in sheep clothing, false promises and misleading information. I'm mentally unstable. Family are distraught with my decisions of trusting Celsius and promising them a better future. So as this is all going on, everyone's screaming like, what the hell are you guys doing with our money? They're doing all these things to be like, oh, don't worry about it. Like we're safer.
Yeah. And I guess, so to better understand where that person and a lot of these people's heads were at is Celsius was advertised in a very sleek way.
Yeah.
And it was backed by serious people, and it made you believe that everything was on the up and up and was fine. And
there was a lot of money in these things. They looked like sure bets, and they were promising huge yields.
Yeah.
Like things you can't.
Yeah.
Again, it probably seemed too good to be true.
If it's too good, if it sounds too good
right.
to be true, it probably is. Period.
But for a time, they were paying those out.
Sure.
But it's just the ride's going to stop.
The ride eventually stops. Good God.
So
I hope those people get everything. I hope they get made whole, and then I hope they get damages on top of it. But who knows how long this will get drawn out.
I don't think they will.
Yeah. Well, they should just kill the guys responsible then.
Sure. Maybe the judge will just order him killed.
You know what? We're not going to do this.
we're
kill him. Just
kill him.
Kill him. Leave a comment if you know what movie that's from.
Do you think people will get it?
Yeah.
Kill him.
Kill him. Anybody back there know?
I think they'll get it because we mention the movie constantly. There's a running joke that we do, and I won't say what it is. No, because then we'll give away the movie.
What is it? Why don't you eat up and we'll tell you?
Yeah, you just gave away the movie, though.
People don't remember that.
But anyway, we've been meaning to talk about this for a while.
What?
And the Celsius thing, and we're going to keep our eye on it, and we'll talk about it as things progress. I'm really curious what's going to happen, and not only this, but also the Ponzi scheme lawsuit. And then the last thing with Crypto Corner, you were talking about FUD.
Yeah.
Someone put out there's now an anti-FUD coin,
and
it's really beautiful. Can we zoom in on this? So
Johnny KuCoin.
And you guys should follow Molly White if you like crypto stuff. She's great at pointing out all these insane things. But yeah, Johnny KuCoin. Johnny KuCoin.
KuCoin?
So they're launching the FUD coin. FUD benefits no one except the FUDders. It misleads investors and harms the industry's image and market confidence. To build a crypto space with less FUD, KuCoin is going to launch an anti-FUD fund. Currently, the fund will mainly focus on, look at this fucking thing too. It looks like a minor league hockey team.
No, it looks like I was going to say a gaming and esports team. Anti-FUD fund.
Firstly, implement anti-FUD education online and offline. We will leverage our global community in over 20 languages to deliver knowledge, including what is FUD and how to distinguish it.
Secondly, motivate and acclaim industry leaders and influencers who are always responsible, delivering trusted information to their audiences and helping them stay away from FUD.
Thirdly, effectively trace FUDders who intentionally spread FUD and take legal actions against them. But this is what's so, like, are FUDders people who are just like are people who are writing letters to the judge being like, I lost all my money in this fucking scheme?
This is just stupid.
Yeah.
I am certain that these initiatives can hardly erase all the FUD in our industry. It's basically this initiative is anybody who criticizes crypto in any way,
right.
We're going to just not do it. And because crypto is so imaginative, you could just invent a currency based on an idea.
Yeah.
Look at cum coin and ass coin and butt fuck coin and shit.
Yeah, instead of doing this, why don't you put your effort into making it a more just...
Well, it's getting rid of all the criticism so that it's only good.
By just having you buy into a new coin?
They should call it, it's like horse blinders. They should just call it
There
horse
you go.
blinder coin.
Don't look at that.
Yeah, don't look at that.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that.
This is don't worry
Hey,
about that.
shut up
coin.
for a minute and don't worry about that. God damn these
Do you want to
people.
get rich or not?
I mean, I do, as the owner of Bitcoin.
As an owner of Bitcoin.
As an owner
You said
of
the
Bitcoin.
owner of Bitcoin.
I do own it, but
You are Satoshi.
I am Satoshi Nakamoto.
I am Satoshi.
Did we want to, let's skip over the Pelosi, but we all know that Nancy Pelosi went to Taiwan. She basically just said that, hey, we are doing this because America is free and a democracy and Taiwan also is, and it's just a big, basically she showed her ass. She showed her asshole to China.
And China showed some military strength.
Yeah. It was basically, if we're going to use the ape terminology,
What?
Nancy Pelosi, well, because, you know, ape strong, whatever. AMC is reporting their earnings today. Good luck to the apes. That's yesterday for you guys, today for us. Nancy Pelosi postured as an ape by like shitting in her hand and throwing it at China.
That's what she did.
And China went like this, and
pretty soon we'll all have to enlist in the military.
I'm still eating bananas the way that the apes do it because that is just so smart.
For sure.
You know how they do it, right?
Yes, you told
Yeah,
me.
I've talked about it. That's how I eat bananas too. I'm
Wait,
a good little monkey.
Should we do the Trump thing real quick?
Yeah.
Because this is beautiful.
His ex-wife died, Ivana Trump, his first wife, the
Ivana
mother
Trump-
of two of his children.
I thought she was Eric, Donald Trump Jr., and Ivana.
Oh, Ivanka.
Ivanka?
Yeah, that's his daughter's name. As a tax researcher, this is from someone on Twitter named Brooke Harrington. I was skeptical of rumors Trump buried his ex-wife.
Well,
in
yeah. So just if you didn't see, Trump put a little burial plot on his New Jersey golf course and buried his ex-wife there. And at first, people were like, "God, he is a psycho," which he is. But some people started being like, "I think this is actually a way to get around taxes." And this woman is a tax researcher, and she was like, "Actually, they're fucking right." So I was skeptical of rumors Trump buried his ex-wife in that sad little plot of dirt on his Bedminster, New Jersey golf course just for tax breaks. But I checked the New Jersey tax code, and folks, it's a trifecta of tax avoidance. Property, income, and sales tax all eliminated.
What taxes
So
are
apparently-
associated with?
Well, cemeteries apparently are tax exempt. Cemetery company, go down. Cemetery company means any individual, corporation, partnership, association, or other public or private entity which owns, operates, controls, or manages land or places used for or dedicated for use for burial of human remains.
Breathe.
So, and it doesn't say how many you need. So there's no real classification other than just having a burial plot on the land.
I see.
So the act relieves cemetery companies from the payment of real property taxes on lands dedicated to cemetery purposes, income taxes, sales, and use tax.
So he's effectively able to turn his golf course into a cemetery.
Yeah, which is now, I guess,
by
tax-free.
having one dead body. You would think that he would have other dead bodies to stick in that.
I don't know if he'll actually get away with it, but you gotta love the effort.
Well, maybe she also loved the Trump golf course
Yeah,
in Bedminster, New Jersey.
I'm sure she said, "Bury me at Trump National."
Also, her pathetic little headstone just says Ivana Trump and 2 dates. Presumably the date she was born and the date she died. No, nothing about
Pretty
her
brutal.
being a mother.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Can we go? I just want to see what else she said in the thread.
Full tax,
Yeah, no stipulation regarding a minimum number of human remains necessary for the tax breaks to kick in. Looks like one corpse will suffice. Fucking wild.
It's so fucked up that we use so much land just to bury people. How narcissistic do you have to be?
I feel like we'll
put me in a box and put me in the dirt. Like, just fucking do whatever. You're not around anymore.
I feel like more and more people will cremate.
Yeah, let's do the pods thing.
What's the pods thing?
Where you stick your body into like a big egg, and it turns into a tree.
Yeah. I actually want to be turned into a tree.
What kind of tree?
I don't know much about trees, but a nice one.
Well, they got roots and they got leaves.
Some
of them bear fruit.
But I could name trees, but I don't think I could tell you what they look like.
I would be a peach tree.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Because peaches look like little butts.
Okay.
And I got a little butt.
Imagine you die.
I'm imagining.
Your psychopath ex-husband, you just a tax break for him.
I get to marry Ivanka Trump?
I've seen the future.
That gives me close access to you-know-who.
Baron.
What? Yeah, I just want to play catch with Baron. That's my goal. I just want to, hey, buddy, you want to go? He could teach me how to slam dunk. Oh, man. All right. Well, we're pretty much wrapped up.
Wait. Well,
there's a quick little lesson that I wanted to do because Uber posted their first cash flow positive quarter for the very first time, and it was kind of a blowout quarter for them, and the stock rallied. So they boasted 122 million monthly active users. They claimed $382 million in free cash flow on $8.1 billion in revenues, which was 105% increase year over year, the revenues at least. So the interesting thing is the way that they calculate profits, because they're not the only ones to do this. Their definition of EBITDA. Have you ever heard of EBITDA?
I have. I've seen it
everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a newish concept.
And I didn't know that's how you say it.
EBITDA.
EBITDA.
It stands for earnings before interest, taxes. I should know this. I can't remember.
Holy shit.
D something and amortization.
For the audio listener, Ben's nose is bleeding. I think we're gonna have to take a break.
EBITDA is, come on, it is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Excuse me. Okay, so.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So, like, for example, in 2020, Uber lost $6.7 billion under normal accounting rules.
That's a pretty good year, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Under normal accounting rules, but they cut it to $2.7 billion using their own special definition under the EBITDA thing. So EBITDA is basically, it's a measure of baseline profits without including any associated costs.
Right. It's a bit like don't look
at that. As the name says. Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, don't look at that coin.
It's earnings before, interest, taxes, depreciation, and
of course. If you want to throw all that in, sure. I guess we had a pretty bad year.
Yeah.
Rick.
That's essentially what it is. So it can make a company look better than it actually is.
But have you ever thought about taking out the taxes, depreciation, and amortization?
Yeah. And
looking pretty good now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what these companies are doing. Tesla does it horrendously. But so the big thing is it's not recognized by the general accounting. It's GAAP. It's the GAAP principles. The general. Well, that's
accounting
redundant.
Principles.
Generally accepted accounting principles. So it's not recognized.
Everyone knows those guys are fucking nerds.
Oh, they're huge dorks.
And they never let you cheat on your taxes.
So companies are free to interpret formulas, allowing them to veil. Companies can just do however. It's their own made-up math.
Right. It's like one of those like new age hippie schools. It's
yes,
like
it's
however you think you should do it, Byron.
Yeah.
There's no wrong answers here.
Byron? You mean Baron?
Baron?
Yeah.
There's no wrong answers here,
You
Baron.
can major. It's like that new school at NYU where you can major in whatever you want.
Just make up a major.
Make up a major.
It doesn't matter. Your parents are quite rich.
Yeah.
Byron?
You want to major in pizza, Byron? It's Baron. Whatever, dude. So it allows companies to veil their issues, and so it's just something to be aware of. If you see a company bragging about huge earnings, just look for the EBITDA
Just look for the EBITDA
thing.
And if you meet a kid who made up a major at NYU, just look for the rich parents.
Yeah. And then in other news, Mercado Libre, I'm fully just picking my nose. Just picked out a little boogie.
What
I
are you
don't
doing,
care.
man? What are you doing?
I had an itch and I wanted to get it out of there.
All right, wait, we're running out of time. So what do we want to do? Do we want to do, you want to do Robin Hood and AMC real quick?
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say fuck, which is what I put in the notes, because I had the 850 strike calls on Meli, M-E-L-I, Mercado Libre, the South American Amazon, and they reported earnings, and I had sold my calls for about $27 each, and as of today, they're, probably about $150 each, so I left about, $30,000 on the table because I had a couple of them.
Well, we'll make
so
it
that's fuck. That's fuck.
We can make that back with one podcast guest. DM us.
Yes, that's exactly right.
50 grand.
We should have Vlad back on to explain why they had to fire 25% of their workforce, and they got fined $30 million for their crypto unit violating.
That dude does not quit.
Yeah. Their crypto unit violated anti-money laundering and cybersecurity regulations. I'd like that crypto unit to violate me, if you know what I'm talking about.
I know. What does that mean?
That means I'd like to... I don't know, man.
But anyway, Vlad, friend of the show, we're always thinking about you. We hope, we hope you bounce back.
He should just quit, like I said. Just quit, dude. Look at what happened with Michael Saylor and
you could be the next Michael Saylor, where your company's happy you left.
Seriously. Like, you literally have nothing to lose. Everybody forgets about you. Your stock rises because everybody's going to be like, oh, the guy's gone. Now we can have someone running the company who might do things differently.
All right, we're going to do the next stuff in After Hours.
Yeah, so coming up in After Hours.
Lots of stuff, actually. We're going to talk about the new Spotify profile we have because we made a little playlist, which we'll tell you more about. And you guys don't even know about this shit we're talking about.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about Taylor Swift. We're going to be talking about World War III coming.
Oh, shit.
Nuclear annihilation.
We're going to be talking about the UPS trucks.
Being hot, hot, hot. So that's it. If you want to go to tmgstudios.tv and sign up now, you get all this shit. Plus, if you sign up, you get not only access to the After Hours, but you get ad-free versions of this show, so you don't have to hear us talking about shaving your balls and whatnot. So anyway, that's it for now. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that shit. We're getting so close to the kiss.
So close.
I can taste it. I can smell his garlicky breath.
Hell yes.
It smells like garlic constantly.
I won't stop eating tzatziki ever, even before the kiss.
What is zinziki?
Tzatziki.
Satsiki?
Tzatziki.
I know how to pronounce it.
Tzatziki.
That's wrong, I think. We're at 36.5 thousand subscribers. I looked at socialblade.com, and it's projecting that we're going to hit... It's actually kind of sad because it projects that we'll hit 100,000 subscribers in like a fucking year.
That sucks. Don't let that happen.
Yeah. Smash that subscribe button, annihilate your computer, throw it into a river so that you can't unsubscribe from it. Hit the bell button that will tell you, hey, dipshit, there's a new episode posted. None of you are even listening anymore because we are at the very end.
We're not even here anymore. We're in After Hours. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Go over there.
Statistics show that...
Bye.
Okay, so long.
Bye.
This week on After Hours.
Oral Roberts, is that like an anal Johnson?
What are you doing?
Cut it!
Shut the fuck up.
Isn't there a famous picture or video of an ape just taking a frog and fucking it?
Hey, can we Google that?
Sign up on tmgstudios.tv to watch the full bonus episode.